What is up and welcome back. I have a horrific recap of some of last week's horror news for you, but first,
I want to play a game.
what is the alias of the serial killer James Gumb in The Silence of the Lambs? A big thank you to everyone that's been playing along every week. I look forward to seeing all of your answers. Let's go back in time a bit to when it was Sunday, November 12th of last week, and the numbers came in for some recently released horror films, including It's a Wonderful Knife, which took in nearly $600,000 at the box office after opening on over 900 screens nationwide, and Five Nights at Freddy's, which sailed right past $200 million in the global box office last week, did just fine as well. Monday, November 13th revealed the nominees for the Game Awards 2023, taking place at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles next month on December 7th. Nominees for Game of the Year include two fan favorites, Alan Wake 2 and Resident Evil 4, with Dead Space nominated in the Audio Design category. You can still vote for your horror favorites on the Game Awards website now. Terrifier 3's teaser trailer is now online, find it on YouTube, and while it doesn't reveal a lot, it reveals just enough to let viewers know that Terrifier 3 is going to push some boundaries in horror, all with a very Merry Christmas feel. Another teaser trailer was released on November 13th. The teaser trailer for Founders Day hit YouTube last Monday, and the self-proclaimed political slasher, starring Naomi Grace, Amy Hargraves, and William Russ, will bring the scares early to theaters next year on January 19th. Last week on Tuesday, November 14th, we learned Hannah Berry's horror graphic novel Adamtine will be getting a feature film adaptation from Whip Productions, the makers of Dickinson and White House Plumbers. Adamtine will tell the story of four strangers connected to a serial killer who find themselves stalked by a shapeless evil while catching the last train home. No word yet on when or where the film will release. Sad news broke on Wednesday, November 15th of last week, when the world found out about the death of Roger Castle, the man behind the poster for Jaws, who died on November 8th at the age of 92. I can't think of a more iconic poster than the one for Jaws, and we have Roger Castle, the artist of many well-loved posters from our favorite films, to thank for the memories. While we're on the topic of posters, the first poster for Imaginary, the upcoming film from Blumhouse, starring DeWanda Wise, was unveiled last Wednesday, featuring an adorable stuffed bear named Chauncey. Well, maybe adorable isn't the right word here. Evil. Yeah, we'll go with evil. So, yeah, the poster for Imaginary features an evil bear named Chauncey. Before I knew it, it was Thursday, November 16th of last week, and with it came fresh news about the reboot of Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs. The film is currently in development by Jordan Peele's Monkey Paw and Universal, and they just found their writer in Ezra Clayton Daniels. I'm curious to see what this reboot will become, because Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs is one of my top horror films of all time. Don't screw this up, guys. Mike Flanagan took to Instagram to announce the end of filming for his latest film, The Life of Chuck, a feature film adaptation of the short story by best-selling author Stephen King. After binge-watching The Fall of the House of Usher, I'm really looking forward to anything and everything from Mike Flanagan and crew. When a poster is revealed, you know an official trailer is not far behind, as is the case with Imaginary and its official trailer that became available to watch last Thursday. In theaters next year on March 8th, Imaginary will tell the story of Alice, who moves back to her childhood home with her stepfamily, where her stepdaughter soon strikes up a friendship with a stuffed bear from Alice's own childhood. This one is definitely on my watch list, much like Megan was when it was first announced. The Omen prequel, The First Omen, boy that's an original title, is scheduled to hit theaters next year on April 5th. So, there's that. Early reviews for Eli Roth's Thanksgiving were positive last Thursday, with many enjoying the variety of ways in which killer John Carver serves up his victims. With Thanksgiving off to a good start, we now move on to Friday, November 17th of last week, when Eli Roth's holiday slasher opened on over 3,000 screens across the US, pulling in over $10 million on its Friday debut. Starring Patrick Dempsey, Addison Rae, Gina Gershon, and Rick Hoffman, Thanksgiving is serving up screams in theaters now. Well, we know Thanksgiving hit theaters last week, and now it's time to look back on some of the other horror treats that hit theaters, streaming, and digital platforms, starting with Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, Do Not Disturb, Monster NATO, and Wintertide. Saturday, November 18th of last week brought word that The Exorcist Believer will stream exclusively on Peacock starting December 1st. So yeah, go enjoy the Exorcist film that no one really liked or asked for. That's the end of this horrific recap, but before I go,
I want to play a game.
The question that needs an answer is, what is the alias of the serial killer James Gumb in The Silence of the Lambs? Buffalo Bill, played marvelously by Ted Levine. I'll see you next week.